Toast.
Hello, it is
What do
I.
you have for us?
I have I have Keikenzumi Nakimito Keikenzero Naorega Otsukiai suru Hanashi.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Also
Which
known in English as Our Dating Story, The Experienced You and The Inexperienced Me.
that's
What?
actually a pretty good translation of the title. I'm impressed.
That's a pretty straight translation, yeah. It is Engi Studio, I believe. People might not know as much about this. They are a slightly smaller studio, slightly more recent. Started in 2018 or so. They did, I believe,
Kimono
Uzaki,
Michi, bro. What?
yes, Kimono Michi
How dare you speak
released
Kimono
Beats or
Michi?
whatever.
They also did.
Uzaki-chan wa
Are you
Asobitai.
fucking sanding wood? Like, what is that fucking noise, dude?
Hell yeah.
What else did they do? They did. Oh yeah, Otome Game Sekai wa Mobni Studio. Wa Mobu. Yeah, Otome Game Sekai wa Mobni Kimishi Sekai desu. Trapped in a dating sim, stuff like that. A couple other smaller stuff, but yeah. Anyways, this is
The
a
detective near or Spire. The detective is already dead is not a small
yes,
series.
yes,
Did
yes,
you not
yes,
do
yes.
you not remember the famous cameo in that series?
What was it again?
Don't you remember Shirakawa Fubuki and Natsuhiro Matsuri making their VA debut?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay,
How could you
yeah,
forget?
Yeah,
okay. But anyways, this is based off a manga original, I believe, right?
no,
Or is it a light novel?
light novel, bro.
Okay. All right. Please do go on. Toast.
Yeah, so by how much do you like gyarus? You,
That's a very weird question, but I mean,
you're the expert on this, right?
I don't know
Out of
whether I
all of
would say
us,
I'm an expert on
who's your
ghettos.
favorite Idol Master Cinderella Girls character?
It is Takagaki Kaede, who is not a
Liar,
ghetto.
liar.
Who is not. I think you're asking me about the original Namiko lineup, which I do like. Hoshimiki, who is like initially like a ghetto, although she also has like her regular form.
Since when did you wean yourself off of Jogasaki Mika?
I
That's
was
true. When did this
never.
betrayal
I was
happen?
never. I
Well,
think
no,
you're
now,
mistaking me for Bob Guy or
That's
somebody
not
else,
now,
because
now,
that's not.
true.
now you ruined my bit. Anyway,
Okay.
so so there's this super gloomy guy, archetypal
Yes.
nerd named Ryuto Kashima, who only likes who's I guess is it a modern day nerd otaku because he likes watching live streams. Hell yeah, dude.
Whoa, that's so
Wow,
Dude,
modern.
no
that's
one.
so
That's
that's so
so
hip and
crazy.
cool.
Literally, no one in high school likes watching live streams. That's crazy. Surely he's an outcast for doing such a thing.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so he's hanging out with his bunch of friends who are also nerds. I don't remember the name. There's a fat guy and there's a skinny guy. But yeah, they're hanging out and he's like, "Hey, you lost this punishments game. So what you have to do is you have to confess to this Gyaru girl named Ru- Shirakawa Runa, who's like the hottest chick in school, but she's also a
Yeah.
Gyaru, and a Gyaru in like I guess the true form of it nowadays.
What does that
The
mean?
way, because when
Like
they
shiro,
say what
like a shirogaru, like casual, just like hair dye kind of stuff, or like what? What are you talking about?
Gyaru, as in they get around, you know. I guess
I'm not sure if that's included in the definition of a gyaru, but
it
okay.
means it's the type of girl that she'll sleep with anyone and whatnot.
Okay.
And that get it. That's the experience part.
Yeah, that's
Quote.
usually like linked with like gyaru kind of types. Yes.
I'm not gonna say the W word because that's offensive to women. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
She sleeps around and people's like, oh, she'll date you, like she'll date anyone. So that's his punishment game. And so he confesses to her, and then she's like, okay, because I don't have a boyfriend right now. and then they go home and they're about to do it. And he's like, "Whoa, wait, what are you doing?" And then she's like, "Oh, isn't this why you wanted to date me?" And he's like, "No, we have to start a proper relationship." That's what this series is,
Okay.
literally.
So can
It's
we back up a little bit before we get into the story?
no
How can we do the audio visuals real quick?
the audio visuals. Like we said, it's Studio Engi.
Mm-hmm.
They're all right.
They're relatively solid. Yeah.
I wanna say that the audio visuals are middling. I guess
What do you
they're
mean
all
by that?
fine. I want to say that they're a lot closer to the light novel than the manga. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It depends on your taste because for me, I kind of prefer the I kind of prefer the manga's art style because it's a lot more flowery and shoujo-esque compared to
Oh, okay.
the light novel.
Yeah, this is a little bit more of a straight like rom-com, like the standard stylings that we get from uh maybe a little bit of a lighter palette, but something that we might see of an isekai or whatever, right?
I
Or like
want I,
kind
w-
of whatever.
I want I guess I want to say though it's a of the closest series I can compare it to. It's the stark opposite of or that other Gyaru series. What is it?
Hajimete no Gyaru, I
Yeah,
think you're yeah. Yeah, it is
because
very because though in that one the lines are very like
in Hajime to Gal, it's a lot more. It's more comedic in a way.
yes,
It's a lot
yes,
more
yes.
comedic and focus. And I
Uh-huh.
don't know, the main girl in Hajime to Gal, it's kind of dubious, but it's probably. But since it's that type of series, it's pretty dubious whether the main heroine is a virgin or not, and it's pretty much confirmed, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no evidence that says she's not, but in
Yeah.
this one, it's straight out of the gate. The girl's experienced in quotes.
Yes.
So, and this one's a bit more experienced, or this one's a lot more serious. The way it portrays like how our relationship starts,
Mm-hmm.
or how the main character uh, views a relationship compared to how the female or the main female character like conveys a relationship because they have completely different mindsets when it comes to it, and
Right.
that's basically the main I guess the main focus of the series. Like, oh, Runa has like based on the relationships she had in the past, which were I guess mostly physical, like with other boys, and
Mm-hmm.
she says that the way that like when she was in a relationship, she goes at it 100%, like trying to commit to the dude she was going out with, but then over time, like the dudes only wanted a physical relationship with her, so that's why they broke up with her. So
Ah, okay,
it's
okay,
it's
okay,
not
okay,
it's
okay.
not her breaking up with them. It's them breaking up with her because she was too clingy in a way. Because they just wanted their quickie and get in and get out. But
Okay.
since she started dating this dude Ryuto, he's the first one to be like, I like, even though this is a punishment game, I kind of wanted to date you for real in like a non-physical sense off the gate. So that's
Mm-hmm.
primarily what the driving force behind this series is,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why that's the title, because she's experienced and he's not. So it's the difference between a pure love relationship versus a pure physical relationship in a way, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the basically what this series is. That's
So
why this one caught my eye when I started reading the manga. The contrast between the characters and whatnot.
So I kind of skimmed very briefly through this anime, and it's like it seems quite. I mean, yeah, there's the whole like underlying standard, not like will they, won't they, but like, oh, did you not hear? Like that girl is trouble, nothing but trouble. She's she's a slut or whatever it is, all that usual shit, right? Um, there's that, but outside of those very standard developments and dramatizations, it seems very episodic in nature, and it's kind of just seems like, hey, uh, this is something that you thought I would do because I'm a gyaru, but actually I am much more of a nice person inside, or like this is how we get to know each other. Eh, Is that sort of
Yeah,
how it just continues
yeah,
on for
pretty
like
much.
all the episodes? Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the opposite of Hajime to Gal. The drama that follows up is a lot more natural, and it
Hmm.
makes sense. So they bring that up. It's like, oh, they talk to each other about it, and it only and they reconcile and it strengthens their relationship and whatnot. And
Hmm.
one of the main and like one of the main antagonists in this series has to deal with funnily enough, what's her name sister, Runa's sister, who's the exact opposite of her. Well, not exact opposite. Well, how Runa's super flashy. Her sister is she's the Yamato Nadeshiko of the school, I guess. And uh how Runa's like, she's a Gyaru, but she's honest to a fault and whatnot. But then her sister Maria is she acts nice, but she's secretly scheming all the time. And
Haraguro, I think. Did they say that?
what
Haraguro?
I don't know what that means. Elaborate.
There's like a specific term for that. It's like the transliterated term is like black stomach or black belly kind of thing, but it's like she's like the underside of her is like very kind of like sinister or like scheming, as you said.
Sure, yeah. And so, because they bring up that she's Runa's sister, she's somehow, they bring it up that she's somehow related to Yuto and why he's so gloomy and whatnot. So there's this
Mhm.
big arc with that. It's pretty interesting to watch, I guess. It ends in the way you expect, but how Ryuto deals with it is pretty cool. For he's a pretty stand-up guy for what he did in that situation, because
Mhm.
Maria is the one that starts to spread rumors about Runa in the school, behind everyone's back, and that's how there's this big confrontation. But yeah, that arc was probably the best. It's probably gonna be is the best in this series, and that's it.
Mhm.
Like after that, everything else is not gonna be as good. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I guess it's basically a more mature slash complicated take on relationships. Real, true, real life relationships. When you're a loser nerd version, hanging out with a real woman here. You
So
know what
like
I'm
what
saying?
I kind of don't get is what is the how do I say this? What do you think is the resolution gonna be like? Is it literally just like um I mean, I don't know whether how far the manga is along yet, but as far as I know, these series always go into like one final arc where it's just like the guy almost loses his like confidence or trust in the girl, and it's like, are we really meant to be together? And then like they kind of just resolve that and they end up going out or whatever it is, right? But for me, it kind of just seems like the rest of the series is just very slow, and it's just very plotting and episodic and kind of isolated from that part of the development, and that kind of gives it this very art or like kind of samey and artificial feeling, and I don't
I've
know
I've
whether it gets yeah.
I've heard that this series is described as pretty mid, and I can get
Okay.
that. I can get that. It's pretty standard average, but the way they talk to each other and how the way they talk to each other is the most organic thing of this series that I can recommend
Hmm.
because I guess it's unique from any other series like this that I've read.
Hmm.
And the one of Bruna's friends who's also a Gyaru, I think her name's Nicole. I want to say it's Nicole, but it says it's Nikoru. But I'm gonna call her Nicole. You can't stop me. She's also a pretty strong driving force in this. Like she's super forceful, but her heart's in the right place, and her interactions with with Ryuto are also pretty good. So yeah, I like her a lot. She's probably my favorite character. But yeah, I mean it's pretty mid. It's pretty mid if you're a loser vert. If you don't like experienced girls, I guess I don't know. Whatever.
Have
I
there
still
been
like the
any?
series.
Can I ask if there have been any like negative reviews or whatever it is because of that whole like, oh, she's
not
not a
pure.
virgin or whatever? Yeah, exactly.
I guess. Let me look on my anime list.
I mean, my
Val,
Maybe
biggest thing
always
right
the
what
now
source of the
from what
best
you were
reviews.
saying was like the MC being like, hold on, we can't do something different with this series. we have to start from scratch, babe.
Oh my
Like, all
god.
oh
right, I
the
guess.
the score is pretty good, 6.71. That's pretty
Yeah, that's
high,
pretty good.
right? Yes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't believe
eh,
in mall scores.
It's pretty average from.
yeah.
That's good. But yeah, what else? What else am I talking about? I haven't talked about the voice cast. There's Onishisari. I don't know who she is. That's Runa. Onishisari, also known for she's McQueen in Uma Musume. Yeah, I remember that. I love Uma Musume. She's also
Yeah,
Megumi in
Onishisari is a pretty big. I think most of these are pretty standard, pretty big like
Koga
A-listers
Aoi.
for the
Never
most
heard
part.
of her.
Yeah, yeah, Koga Aoi, Hanae Natsuki, Fukara Ayaka is also, a veteran as well. Kusunoki Tomori, I don't think I need to talk about, her. Um
I don't know who's she.
and Mina
Who's
Tomaki.
she?
What?
Oh, she's Gun Gale. Hell yeah.
Yeah. She's also Makima in Chainsaw Man.
I don't watch Chainsaw Man. Who do you think I am? Near?
I apologize.
Yeah, who
But
would
yeah,
ever watch
pretty,
Chainsaw Man? What the fuck?
yeah,
Oh,
shitty series
Near.
like
Fire. I think
Chainsaw
you're talking
Man.
about Wonder Egg Priority. I've heard of
Yeah,
Wonder Egg Priority.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, a
pretty
Yeah.
real
good.
series.
I'm giving this one for my final rating. I'm giving it 1 point above Hajime Togal because this is serious relationship building, not haha funny, whatnot. Because they're getting it. Is that why it's called KimiZero? Because they're starting from zero. I don't know. Why is it called KimiZero?
I think it's literally in the title, Toast. But okay,
But yeah, why is it called KimiZero? What is the zero part? Because they're starting from
the
zero.
zero experience part of the title.
Oh, really? I thought it was because
Yeah, the Keiken Zero no Orega. It's literally in the title. It's only from the title.
Whoa!
I thought
Kimi
because
is
it's kind of like the Metal Gear analysis
no.
of
There's nothing
zero.
symbolic about the title. It's literally just the
Because no,
abbreviated
no,
title.
sorry. Let me cook. Let me cook here. So how many
I was
relationships has
staring
like?
at plain text with the thinking face. What does it mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Spire, if you add them together, the girl has at least one relationship, right? And the guy has -1 because he
Oh my god.
because he because he confessed to a girl and got dejected. That's -1. So if you add them up,
I
it
think that's how
becomes
that works,
0.
but
I
alright.
don't think that that's how that works, but okay.
The math checks out.
I don't think it
Also,
does.
how big?
And you-
Also MGS, how everything returns to 0 and not 1. Get it? Yes.
okay.
Yeah. I bring that up because
Anyways,
yeah.
any last words?
People say it's mid. I like it. How dare
Okay.
you? It's really hit or miss. I guess it's
Okay.
slow. It's slow, but I like the way the relationship, the way they talk to each other about the relationship. And all that.
Okay.
And yeah, that's fine. I
Very good.
like organic resolution of relationships nowadays. I've matured in that sense.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I like I like near you know what near I like my cool flashy robots doing cool things rather than the what is it, the destruction of mankind and the rebirth of God or whatever that series was about.
All right, man.
Alright.
I've
You
matured,
hear that here?
okay, dude. Now let's see some
But
fucking
I
robots smash into each other.
Yeah,
hell
exactly.
yeah, I like my funny robots doing funny things. I don't want to think about the returning to Eden and God and
And you.
the Lance and demons. I want what is that? The dance battle with the angels was cool though, and the infamous sniper scene that was cool.
All right. Anyways,
Yeah,
sorry
what's
to
my mail score? I'm gonna give it a solid 7 point. I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna use your mail score against you. I'm gonna give it a 7.61 instead of a 6.71.
okay.
It's
Anyways.
hit or miss. Watch it if you. I'll still recommend it though. I like it.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to
Anyways,
mention the big kicker. Uchida Maya sings the opening.
yes.
That's
Yes.
cool, I guess. But the real kicker is the ending. Ending's gonna here's a spoiler. Ending's gonna be a contender in one of my best endings of the season because it's I Kotaba sang by Alia. And you know what? Alia's pretty cool. If you
Yeah.
don't know who she is, I'm sorry. Where have you been?
All right. Well, thank you, Toast, for helping to cover again KimiZero, also known as Keikenzumi na Kimi to Keikenzero no Oro ga Otsukiai suru Hanashi. Our dating story, the experienced you and the inexperienced me. Pretty standard, I think, rom-com done or animated by Studio Engi. So please check it out if you have the time.